The IDF has launched a major new military operation in Gaza, seizing key areas with tanks, while continuing air assaults, reportedly killing dozens of Palestinians. Codenamed Gideon's Chariots, the offensive includes taking control of strategic areas. Troops advanced on Deir el-Balach, where ground forces had not operated during the war that began last October 7th. The troops reportedly advanced into eastern Deir el-Balach in a coordinated operation amid artillery and air cover. Mobilized forces carried out what were called extensive attacks as part of the opening moves of the operation and expansion of the campaign in Gaza to achieve all of the war goals, including the release of the hostages and the defeat of Hamas. According to Israeli defense officials, the operation would see the IDF conquer Gaza and retain territory, attack Hamas to prevent them from grabbing humanitarian aid supplies while moving Palestinians from northern Gaza to the south. Amid the warfare, progress has been reported at mediated ceasefire and hostage talks in Qatar. Defense Minister Katz claimed the IDF offensive brought Hamas back to the table and to reportedly propose a 2-month ceasefire with U.S. involvement. Israeli and Hamas delegations traveled to Qatar last week after the release of American-Israeli hostage soldier Idan Alexander as part of a direct agreement between Hamas and Washington and just ahead of President Trump's visit to the Middle East. The Qatari media is reporting that the proposed 2-month ceasefire would allow time for talks to bring an end to the war. According to the Israeli media, the proposal would free about 250 Palestinian security prisoners, while Hamas would hand over a list detailing the status of all remaining living and dead hostages on day 10 of the proposed ceasefire. Prime Minister Netanyahu has reportedly authorized the Israeli delegation to stay in Doha amid what is termed cautious optimism for an agreement. Last night, the Houthi terrorists fired yet another ballistic missile toward Israel. The rocket was successfully knocked out of the sky by air defenses, and there were no reports of injury or damages. Sirens sounded across central Israel, forcing hundreds of thousands of Israelis into late-night shelter. The Houthis claim that they fired 2 missiles, indicating that one likely fell short of target. Since March 18th, when Israel renewed fighting in Gaza, the Houthis have fired 35 ballistic missiles and at least 10 drones at Israel. Most were shot down outside Israeli airspace or fell short. At the start of last week, one rocket struck at Ben Gurion International Airport when air defense malfunctioned. The latest Houthi attack followed the most recent IDF strikes in Yemen. Over the weekend, the Air Force hit 2 Houthi-controlled ports in Hodeidah and Al-Salif. The strikes were carried out by 15 fighter jets with over 35 munitions dropped on the targets. The Army said the sites were used for transferring weapons and, according to the Army, severely damaged and likely put out of action for a month. Defense Minister Katz also warned Houthi leaders, saying the IDF will hunt down and eliminate Abd al-Malik al-Houthi just as we hunted and killed the leaders of Hamas.
Experience the power of truth with ILTV News. If you're looking for quality content and captivating visuals, join our news community and become an integral part of our team as we embark on a mission to unveil the real Israel, dismantling the web of lies and misinformation that surround reporting on Israel. By subscribing to ILTV News, you will not only have access to the latest updates, but you will also amplify our message, creating a ripple effect that carries the truth far and wide. Subscribe today and help reshape the narrative. Available on the web, Android, and Apple.